This is Real People, Real Stories. The purpose of these interviews is to uplift, motivate, and encourage. And remember, these are real people with real stories. It's not your story or mine. It's their stories and their testimonies. God first and overcome by testimony.
Check. I get.
You know you do too much, right? I look like that shit talk I do the most.
Well, let's get it then. Let me get this interview, guys. Alright, check it out. We're gonna get into this interview right now. My man, Young Booke, all the way from ATL. Straight into it right now. Beef. Let's talk about beef right now. Now, I don't know if my man Young Booke in any type of beef, any hostility, but I heard a couple of songs on CD on My Back, Volume 2, right now, that, you know, I don't know, they sound like they was kind of directed at somebody. One of them was Won't Smoke. One of them was F the Other Side. You know what the F stand for. Boo, you care to elaborate on that, shed some light on those two?
Sure. Won't Smoke. I mean, that wasn't really basically pointed at nobody, you feel me? That was really put out there in the open for anybody to grab.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? I just be expressing myself, you feel me, on my song. So, however I feel at that time, that's what I rap about.
Sir.
And I felt like everybody wanted smoke, but nobody wanted smoke with me, so I'm like, who wants smoke? I was just throwing it out there. But for the other side, you know what I mean? Sorry for that.
Nah, you fine.
But at the other side, that's just plain and simple too. That's the other side. If you're not with me, you're on the other side. You feel me? So that's how that went.
Gotta respect both of those. Now let's check it out, man. Let's get into some of these real street joints, because that's what the mixtape I feel like is geared to. It's so quality and lyrical at the same time. A few of these street joints. The real ones, of course, with your man Netchi. I see my girl Stephanie. Nietzsche. Yes, sir. Get that right. One Sacrifice, a real joint, and one Roll On, Big Thomas Roll On. So can you kind of elaborate on those, how they came about, and what the inspiration on them?
The real ones, that came about me and my homeboy Nietzsche, you know what I mean? And that song was just saying, we the real ones, you know what I mean? The ones that you need to meet when you come out of the city, you know what I mean, to walk like.
Brush your elbows with, yes sir.
Those guys.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice is just,
I feel that one.
That's just for everybody coming up in the game that I kept, like, in the rap entertainment business, you feel me?
Sir.
Like, sacrifices is what you're gonna have to make to get to the next level.
Try to tell them.
So, all those that think they come overnight,
there you go.
Because I've been doing it like 8 years before I even got
8 years, people. 8 years.
You gotta make sacrifices.
That's it. And that roll on joint.
Roll on, you gotta get your roll on, man. That's what we call like doing your stuff down there in Atlanta, getting your roll on. So, get your roll on.
That's it. And I Don't Want Your Hoe. We like that one right there. We like that Natural High on there, and that Tatiana for these ladies. So what you know, you gotta elaborate on those. What was the inspiration on some of those, and how did that come about?
Like, Tatiana is, I come across a lot of thoughts. So, I be feeling like I don't really want to brush shoulders with them, so I'm just putting it out there, no Tatiana. So before the thoughts even come at me, I don't want you. So that's
explanatory.
I want a real lady.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But that's how it is.
That joint, that Natural High, of course. That
Natural High, I think every female can relate to that.
Okay.
Every female is some through Natural High.
Well, speaking on that Natural High, I got a couple of ladies. They had a question, because this is North Carolina. You feel me? So this is how we do interviews here. They got a couple of questions for you. I'm gonna give them the mic and let them ask the questions. Here you go.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, the interview getting better now.
So what we want to know is, are you single?
Yes.
Okay, well, since you're single, what do you like in a girl?
Well, let's just say what I don't like in a girl. thottish ways.
Thottish ways. Thottish
Like
ways. What you consider thottish? What do you consider thottish?
anything that's unladylike.
Unladylike.
Yeah. So anything that you feel like inappropriate, yeah, that's thottish.
Try to keep it classy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I hear you, Boo. I hear you, fam. We're gonna go to the single right now, featuring, of course, your man T.I., Young Dro, Spody, Shot the Guy. You gotta tell us about the chemistry. How did that song come about, and the chemistry in the studio between y'all? How does that work?
This is gonna be real funny.
All right.
First of all, I did the most all by myself.
Wow.
I had two verses on it. And it was time for the Hustle Gang mixtape to come out.
True.
So I was playing my songs to what I had to, you know what I mean, turn in to contribute.
Okay.
And I saved that one for last. So I played a couple of them, then he was like, oh yeah. I played that one. He was like, yeah, that one before it even. I went out the room and came back. My verses was chopped up. I only had one verse. Tip was on it, Joe was on it, Spody was on it, Shot was on it. So like I didn't really have a problem with it at all.
That's one of
I don't think nobody would have a problem with Tip jumping on their songs doing anything.
One of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the king.
But yeah, that was like one of the biggest songs off the Hustle Gang mixtape. By the way.
Too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the whole gang. And that's how they came about. Me doing the most.
That's what's up. As we heard on that song, as we see in Carolina, how y'all
That was
walked
like
in.
a true situation in the beginning of the song.
Yes, sir.
Like everything I was saying, like that was like
Acting retarded.
my real situation.
I'll get you. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna roll on. You gotta tell us about this last type of category that I noticed on the COMB2 mixtape. Something different. It had a different style to it. The joint, which I could tell y'all got good chemistry. You probably your bro, Shot the Guy, that expressing swag.
Man, that's
right
my
there.
round, man. That's my rollers, man.
I see.
Yeah, expressing
How
swag
that come
really.
about?
Really, we just in there playing around because both of us really don't know how to record. And we didn't have an engineer.
Wow.
And we actually recorded it. So,
Y'all did it.
yeah, we really did it out of like, also, keep up our shit.
The verses is mean in that. If y'all ain't heard that, all my people that like the bars, them southern bars, expressing swag.
And it's a
Expressing swag.
freestyle, by the way. It's a freestyle. So, yeah, it's a freestyle, by the way. Like, we didn't really have no ad-libs or nothing if nobody even paid attention to it.
Didn't even notice that. The bars are so strong.
Yeah, it's like little bars, keep them a little flat, expressing swag.
Can't get it. And that, just one more, and that different type of swag that on the way joint.
On the way.
Ladies, how that come about?
I'm on the way to the ladies, I'm on the way to the money, I'm on the way to the top. I'm just on the way.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Dig it. So before we wrap it on up, man, you gotta tell, because I know you say you come from the West Side Capitol Homes, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. So you gotta explain and tell these people coming up, as you said, sacrifice to these young artists trying to make it. You said you got the T out there, and in this position, it took you around 8 years or more. So coming out of that situation to now, kick some enlightenment on that to the kids coming up and the people that want to do that.
Well, just never give up, because like, my story with me and Tipper was like really crazy. Like he caught me from jail.
Wow.
I was out doing my stuff, making my name in my city. I get a call from him. So yeah, that was the second time.
Second time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I do.
Salute.
Nope, not going back no more.
That's
but,
right.
Yeah, that was the second time. But he called me from jail, and he was like, when I get out, we can do it. But I was never ever thinking a person like Tip would ever call on person.
Was it a certain song that he heard or a certain tape? Or?
Nah, he was hearing me. A name. Period. Yeah, man. So I had one of the biggest movements in Atlanta, period. The Money Savage movement. So like when he heard about that, he was like, I had to get him. And he seen me.
Yes, sir. I hear it.
It's really undeniable.
You gotta tell me, because I heard on the album too, on the mixtape, COMB2, live mixtapes, that Piff, go get that. Check this out. I gotta ask a question. So what are and who are the Unos, man? Unos. I hear that a lot on the
my
tape.
day ones, man.
Day one.
Yeah, they're my day ones.
Unos.
Unos. Never those. We coming first, never second.
See that all on IG and everything, man. It's like counting the racks.
Everybody's a Uno now.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Real from day
That's
one.
how it is though.
What's Little Harlem? What's Little Harlem for us in North Carolina? They ain't never been down to ATL. What's Little Harlem?
Our spot they recently just got busted, so ain't no more love.
Looking at scared, he laughing. So
yeah, I got my Unos down here with me too. It's like
here
one
too. Yes, sir.
So.
You got to get a few in Carolina, man. We love that, the way it sounded.
Yeah. And Carolina.
Just one thing too, just to wrap it on up. If and it's a real good one right here. If the streets of Atlanta, if your people in Atlanta, anybody in that area, if they can say one thing, one word, one phrase about Booke and about his music, what would they say?
He a real one.
Explain on that.
Like, he talk about real shit, he's not made up. You know what I mean? Everything that I say they can vouch for.
Yes, sir.
He ain't like no fairy tale shit, man. I mean, I ain't really sounding like none of the Atlanta rappers.
That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
That's why we in North Carolina right now. Shouts out again. Just Casual, Four Seasons Mall, Young Booke, Hustle Gang all day. Is anything I know you gotta tell the people too. Follow this man on Twitter, cause he be on there blowing it all up. And I am Young Booke. I am Young Booke. That's YUNGBOOKE. That's on Facebook. Facebook.com/Young Booke. Twitter, Facebook, IG, all that. I am Young Booke. Anything you want to tell them before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. I do the most video. That's a future MTV jam. You know what I mean? It's about to come out.
It's that I do the most?
Yeah, that I do the most video.
World Star?
No,
No World Star.
MTV Jam.
MTV Jam.
Yeah, we're going
Yes, sir.
This time. We're going to MTV Jam.
Straight TV, babe.
Then
Yes, sir.
I'm working on my EP.
Okay. You got a title for that?
No.
We gotta wait on that. North Carolina gotta
I
wait
don't
on
have a title, but it's gonna be a lot of big artists featured on it.
Wow. I know you work with Thug on this tape right here.
Yeah, Thug is a bro. I don't even look at Thug like an artist. That's my bro. You know what I mean?
I can tell. The chemistry on the track.
That's bro.
So before we get on up out of here, man, one time shouts out to Galactic Photos recording this right now, Hard Press recording it, Lyrical Television is where y'all will see this. Hustle Gang right now in the building. Tell them one thing before we get out of here, boo.
Hey man, I want to appreciate everybody. I want to thank everybody. I'm sorry, I'm twisted. Thank everybody for the support down here in North Carolina, man. It's been a pleasure. Fuck with y'all.
Kick some more of that boo for them.
God bless you for tapping in with this great interview. It's all done through Yahweh, God first, and all the connections he's allowed me to get. You got feedback? You got topics that you want me to ask the person? You got any questions? Anything that we didn't answer in full? Hit me up. Just send an email to 8amexposure@gmail. It's going to be listed right here on the screen. So hit me up. Let your voice be heard. In this new year, 2025, real people, real stories. Talk to me. Yahweh told me to give them bar work. Hitting demons, Tonio Tarver. Combinations, this be the spar work. No magic, just Elohim, the author written testimony given, but not electronica. God life, Hebrew, Israeli inside of us. Beyond basic, switch pace to higher up. From the bottom of ground level inspired us. Internet chatter, it never mattered. They be texting all crazy on phones with low data. Step up that plan, limitless God power. Revelation 3:10 speaking by God's hour. I'ma speak it till they stop me. Spirit resemble Rocky. Rappers sound poppy. Yahweh supply me. Devils who try me. Catch and bind copy. We veteran champs like Diana Taurasi.